Imagine a world where your perfect partner is engineered in a lab. In Japan, this isn't science fiction, it's becoming reality. Let's dive into the fascinating world of robotic companions and their potential to reshape society. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Let's meet the robots leading this revolution as we explore this new world of artificial friendship. Imagine if your ideal companion could sense your feelings, know what you need before you do, and never get old. With the recent humanoid creations from Japan, this could actually come to pass. Now meet Osaka University's lifelike humanoid robot, Erica. Erica, who was created to look like a 23-year-old woman, is more than simply a gorgeous face. Because of her sophisticated artificial intelligence and facial recognition capabilities, she can communicate with people, respond to inquiries, and complete jobs very quickly. However, Erica is not limited in her talents. Imagine being recognized by a robot as soon as you enter a room and having it follow your every move. With the help of her 14 infrared sensors, Erica is able to do precisely that. She can now recognize and interact with speakers thanks to technology, resulting in a more casual and tailored exchange. Though astounding, Erica is not the only person involved in this robotic revolution. Introducing Pepper, the first robot in history to read human emotions. Pepper is able to analyze human gestures, expressions, and speech tones through the use of an emotional engine and cloud-based artificial intelligence. Pepper's exceptional aptitude renders her an indispensable ally in a multitude of contexts, spanning from medical to customer support. However, Pepper's abilities go beyond feeling emotions. In addition to being amiable, this endearing robot can dance, sing, and even crack jokes. Pepper's capacity to lessen loneliness could be a game changer in a nation where loneliness rates are on the rise. Not only is the creation of robots like Erica and Pepper a scientific marvel, but it's also a direct reaction to Japan's social problems. These synthetic friends provide a novel response to the nation's escalating loneliness issue as the population ages and fertility rates decline. This is when the intriguing part starts. Already, some Japanese people are starting to develop emotional bonds with their robotic friends. This change is upending the way we traditionally think about relationships and friendship. Is this the beginning of a civilization in which connections between humans and robots are welcomed and not just tolerated? We should think about the ramifications as we investigate this new area of artificial companionship. What impact might these robots have on our perception of emotional bonds? Could they deliver something that interactions with other people cannot? A remedy for loneliness? Furthermore, what does society stand to gain from technologies that can increasingly accurately read and react to our emotions? Certain Japanese inventors are pushing the envelope in terms of human-robot interactions, even as Erica and Pepper do. They're building robots especially to get married, but can an AI really take the place of a human companion? Robot marriages are becoming more real as Japan struggles with increasing rates of loneliness and its changing demographics. Significant ethical and legal issues are brought up by this novel strategy, especially in relation to permission and emotional attachment. If a robot satisfied all of your emotional requirements, would you ever contemplate marrying it? The creation of robots like Ibuki, a kid robot made to look like a 10-year-old boy, demonstrates how technology is being utilized to fill in particular emotional gaps in society. Ibuki is not simply a stationary friend. It can also move on two wheels, grasp hands, and express emotions with its soft rubber face muscles. Ibuki is a special option for single parents looking for conversation and company because of its high degree of engagement. In this robotic revolution though, Ibuki is not alone. Meet Niobo, a unique form of companionship provided by this odd robot that resembles a cat. Niobo's lighthearted nature makes it easy for users to interact and laugh. Niobo has a directional microphone for voice commands and a camera for facial recognition. Despite its limited capability, it's even capable of picking up a few Japanese words, which makes it a unique companion in and of itself. These robots, Ibuki and Niobo among others, were created expressly to combat Japan's soaring rates of loneliness. They demonstrate how technology may provide companionship and engagement in places where human relationships may be missing, therefore filling emotional voids in society. However, the distinction between a robot robot and a companion starts to blur as these devices get more advanced and ingrained in daily life. These kinds of innovations have far-reaching effects outside of Japan. According to a study, the technology has been hailed as a solution to the rising loneliness rates in developed countries. This implies that the creation of companion robots may have worldwide implications, possibly changing our perception of and response to social isolation in the contemporary world. But the idea of robot marriages poses difficult queries concerning the nature of emotional bonds and partnerships. Can a machine, no matter how sophisticated, really take the place of human relationships and their complex emotional exchanges? And what psychological repercussions might developing close ties with artificial entities have down the road? Furthermore, little is known about the legal implications of weddings between humans and robots. How would the existing marriage laws accept such unions? If a robot were a spouse, what rights would it have? These inquiries put our current legal systems to the test and make us reevaluate the definition of marriage itself. Some people in Japan have already started developing strong emotional bonds with their robotic companions in spite of these worries. Despite being unorthodox, these partnerships show how machines could be able to meet specific emotional requirements. Additionally, they highlight how human contact is evolving in a world that is becoming more and more computerized. A crucial question arises as robots are assimilated more into Japanese society. Is it really possible for humans and robots to live together as equal partners in the future? You might be surprised by the answer, which is already becoming clear in unexpected ways. Beyond mere friendship, Japan's robotic revolution holds the potential to address some of the nation's most severe socioeconomic problems. Given the aging population and falling birth rates, robots have the potential to support the elderly and fill critical labor shortages. These artificial creatures present a novel solution to social isolation and loneliness, issues that are becoming more and more common in contemporary Japanese society. However, the incorporation of robots into daily life poses difficult moral dilemmas. The increasing sophistication of these technologies raises questions around consent and emotional manipulation. Is consent genuinely given by a robot? How do we make sure that devices built to satisfy the emotional needs of those who are vulnerable aren't being used against them? These are only a few of the moral conundrums that society will face when interactions between humans and robots become more widespread. In Japan, the influence of robots goes well beyond mere companionship. Indeed, in many spheres of society, artificial entities are already filling positions that have historically been occupied by humans. Consider Canon, a Buddhist robot that converses with guests and gives sermons in temples. This creative application of technology demonstrates how robots can become a part of spiritual rituals, potentially changing how individuals interact with their religion and community. Robots like Chira K, a multilingual receptionist built to help in a variety of duties, are common in the commercial world. The transition to robotic customer care agents has the potential to drastically alter how we communicate in day-to-day professional settings. Imagine being greeted by an artificial entity that speaks and understands several languages when you enter a hotel or office building. In Japan, this is a future that is not only conceivable but rapidly approaching. Robots are becoming more prevalent even in retail. A grocery robot named TX Scara is a symbol of the expanding tendency of automating jobs that were formerly completed by people. This may have a profound impact on the workforce and the way customers engage with companies. Although automation could increase productivity, it also raises concerns about the future of human work and job loss. These robotic advances may have a significant social impact. According to experts, social conventions and interpersonal interactions may be redefined if robots are integrated into personal spheres of human existence. It's possible that human-robot collaborations will become normal in the near future. This change may have an impact on social relationships, family arrangements, and even cultural customs in Japan. It's crucial to take into account any potential negative effects of this robotic revolution, though. Robots can't replace the intricate emotional ties that humans create with one another, even though they might be able to address issues like loneliness and demographic shifts. Over-reliance on artificial companions carries the risk of reducing human-to-human connections and ultimately escalating feelings of isolation. Furthermore, the broad use of robots in a variety of capacities may have unanticipated effects on social dynamics and human skill development. Will we be less able to build deep relationships with other humans as we grow more used to engaging with artificial entities? Japan is pushing the envelope in terms of human-robot coexistence, therefore these are important questions that need to be answered.